Does anyone else feel like the end of year just snuck up on them? I swear I just blinked and suddenly it's end of year and there's absolutely no time to do anything. Not gift crafting or even all of the holiday projects I had planned. My crafting plans are out the window. I don't know if it is the summer heat here in Australia, all of the holiday chaos, or just end of year being end of year, but I am absolutely burnt out. So today we're just gonna hang out, talk about creative burnout, crochet burnout, and what I'm doing to combat them and how you can too. If you're new here, hey, I'm Emma, your crochet bestie, and welcome to my channel, Woodvale Lane. Okay, let's talk symptoms, because I swear I'm not the only person that this happens to. So usually the dead giveaway that I have some sort of crochet burnout is that I pick up my project and the hook just feels heavy, like I don't want to crochet at all. I'll put it down and pick up my phone, and the next thing I know, I've been scrolling for hours and I have made no progress on my projects at all. And I know sometimes things like that can be a one-off, but if it starts happening more than once, then I definitely know I'm headed towards burnout. Another dead giveaway is that projects I would normally love to work on suddenly give me the ick. Like I just don't want to pick them up at all. The projects end up in the whip pile, and you know what happens? I'll start something else. And then when I go to start a new project, everything just feels wrong. It will be everything from the pattern, the hook size, the yarn that I'm using, all of it will just feel so wrong to me that I'm just making constant choices that do not help me at all with my burnout. Then those projects either end up in my whip pile where I assume one day I'll have more motivation to pick them up again, or I just unravel them. And then the ideas just stop flowing and then I will not know what to do next. I get into a bit of analysis paralysis. I'm going through all my yarn. I'm looking through Ravelry. Sometimes I'm just scrolling on social media. Nothing is hitting. I absolutely have no motivation at all to pick up my hooks, to look at any sort of other project again. It's terrible, besties. When the ideas stop flowing, I know that it is all over for me and that I definitely need to take a break, do something else, and get some new inspiration going. I feel like online we don't talk enough about how seasons really play into what type of crafts that we do. Currently it's summer, it's 30 degrees before I even get out of bed. The yarn is sticking to me, I'm sweaty, I'm not having a good time. I cannot work on a full jumper or anything that is too bulky. It has to be something with more open planned work. That's even if I want to crochet, if I'm being honest. And I would just rather be doing absolutely anything else with my time other than getting hotter with the yarn. I really have to ask myself, like, why is it happening? Why am I feeling burnt out? Where has my crojo gone? Why is this just not clicking for me anymore? And you know, burnout always feels mysterious, but honestly, it's never that deep. I decided that I'm gonna do a bit more of a deeper reflection this time as to why I think this is happening to me. And this is what I've come up with so far, and why you two might also be feeling a bit of this. I think the biggest one, because it's December, is the end of year reflection and realizing there are so many projects just left in my Ravelry list that I didn't get to, or things that I said that I would make or finish that I have just not done. Another big thing for me is there is family stuff, work stuff, and social stuff all at once. I have something on every single Friday night and weekend, which is usually my main crafting nights from now until like mid-January. And like, that is a crazy amount of time to be busy. Although I have to say, I really do like socializing with all those people. So not a problem. It's just, it's a lot on my social battery and not so much time to craft. I also find when I've had really creative years like this one, just towards the end, I am definitely flagging. There is not as much juice left and it's time for a recharge. And this is definitely a bit of a silly one, but I also sometimes feel the pressure that I need to make something for YouTube. So if I'm making something, in the back of my brain, I'm thinking, should I be filming this so that I have some content for YouTube later? Sometimes I feel like this in other times of the year, and usually it's because I'm not even noticing any of these symptoms or why it's happening until it's way too late. Then I'm picking up my crochet hook and I'm like, okay, yeah, I need a break from this craft. Like, it is too much for me. especially after April. And the girlies that know why. And the thing with this type of burnout is that it just feels so personal. Crochet and being a bit crafty is definitely my outlet, usually to de-stress. It's my happy place. It's where I like to express myself. So when that starts to feel like hard work, it's really hard to reconcile why that's happening. And it feels like I'm never going to get that creative spark back ever again. And there's also a bit of a weird guilt that comes with it. Like, it's my hobby. I should be enjoying it. I should be having fun. Why isn't it fun anymore? Once I admit to myself that I need a break, things become a lot more easier. So this is what I'm doing instead, and what you could also try if you're up for a bit of a change and want to get a bit more motivation and maybe your crojo back. I've really leaned into what I'm calling gentle crafting. There is no goals, no deadlines. It's something completely different, nothing too intense, and it's portable, so I can take it with me if I want to. I'm currently working my way through this half-stitch needlepoint kit. It's actually been quite easy. It has the pattern already printed onto the cloth. I actually really don't know that much about it. That's how easy it is. It's given me some basic instructions on how to get it done, and it's just perfect. Like, the pattern is all there for me. I don't have to think too hard. I just have to find the color and fill it in. And I think it looks pretty cute. Another thing that I've done is I've gotten back into playing some video games. I've been playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure and Stardew Valley. They're both kind of in the cozy game kind of realm, but I find them quite enjoyable games just to pick up here and there. No pressure, just fun. I've also gotten back into print media a little bit. I've read this Frankie magazine front to back already. So reading the Frankie magazine has really taken the edge off having to commit to a whole book and feeling like I have another goal that I have to complete, because this end of year is all about no goals, just relaxing. I'm also just giving myself permission to rest and just do nothing. Burnout really does seem to just get worse the more that you try to fight it and push against it. I am not starting new projects, I am not touching my whip pile, and I'm definitely not planning out what I'm doing next year. That is for 2026 Emma to worry about. But December 2025 Emma is done. It's the end of the year. I don't need to worry about next year just yet. I'm just vibing and surviving. And you know what? You should as well. All right, besties, that's where I'm at. Burnout can definitely feel like a pressure cooker, and we do not need to add endless whips to that. If you're in your burnout era too, just know you are not alone and it does not last forever. And comment below, what do you do when you're feeling burnt out? Let me know, let's support each other. Thanks for watching, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!